Hello viewers and welcome back to the wonderful webulous world of decidedly Neapolitan. Have I shown you, I don't know if I've shown this to you, I have here an aqueous accumulator and there's water all around, so that keeps this filled with water, and then all we got to do is pop some coal in there and this will generate stuff, fill it up in here, and this is set to output on both the left and the right to the pulverizer and the furnace. So we can have our dusts and our actual smelter things. This was filled with cobblestone. It is no longer filled with cobblestone. Cobblestone, I ran through the pulverizer. Cobblestone makes sand. Clay, I had to gather by hand. There is a way we can craft it, however. Something worth looking into in the future, and I am gathering up enough materials to have a Tinkerer's Construct smeltery. I'm not even sure if this is going to be enough, to be honest. Let's take these ones, this row right here, pop this into, let's use a regular crafting bench. It's going to go a lot smoother, I believe. And just pop these in here. You need, nope. I'm doing this wrong. This has been crafting with bRanN. Let's spread these out evenly so they're back in 20s. And that will make it so we can do all of them at once. That's going to make nice. Okay, good. 2.5 stacks. And then we have to cook these. And cooking them is going to give us bricks. I hear the skeleton. I'm pretty sure it's outside. And then 4 bricks is going to give us a single block. So we're going to need, this might be enough, honestly, but there is an automated way, a more automated way to get more gravel instead of having to actually go dig it up. So anytime we can make our resources rather than gather them, like we're already going to have tons of cobblestone forever, so we can turn that to sand. And then if we can take another block and turn it into the gravel we need, that's definitely always going to be preferred. So today I want to get a few things installed. I went around and I hunted and I got some ender pearls, and we're going to need some wool with this. And you might already know what I'm going to turn those into. The other thing I want to show you is this pulverized obsidian and this Bazala's rod. There was a blaze. It was a different blaze. It was kind of like this gray color. And the first time I've ever seen it, it was quite scary. It hit you like a blaze. It shot at you. And you got weakness when it hit you. So that was kind of interesting. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to surround it with these. And do you know what that does? It's an elevator block. Elevator blocks are amazing. So the first elevator block we're going to do is going to be out here in this building, which you've never seen before. And I don't completely like this building yet. Basically what I have done is I've got the basic shape to it. But it's definitely not the materials that we should use to be final. Definitely should not have this our final materials. But the shape, the way it's laid out, I like it. I think I want to follow up with some, what are they called? Oh my gosh, I hate when I can't remember what something's called. Really? Really? I'm thinking constructor. The word construction. Oh gosh. Carpenter blocks. And we can make it so these are indented. So they're half slabs that are sideways. We can do that for that, and that. We can add some windows. We can make that a different material. We can do it for there as well. Possibly also the bottom. Maybe swap out the wood colors. Put some little buttons on the end for decoration. That seems to be a common thing. I don't know if these look the best for something that's holding something up. But something to that effect. So if we place this block, I started digging down, but for demonstration purposes, I'd like to have that ladder, please. Put it there. Okay. Eventually, what I'm thinking is digging down, flattening this out just a little. I like to keep the natural shape, but have some sort of maybe mini bridge. So you go teleport down to there. What this will do, if you're not familiar, and we come over here, excuse me. Haha! Now you're up here, and you come on this and you go crouch. Okay, and you're down here. Climbing this tiny bit of land is way better than what I was doing before. Coming over here, and we could definitely do a ladder. But why should we? This is modded. We have the advantage of using modded things. And now I can take out this wall, but then I also have to figure out how to make it match with this. And I had the crazy idea, but it is crazy, so I don't know if I'm going to do it. This protrusion looks like a house. If we also took our other exit over here and made this look like the end of another house with a roof that was sticking out. And then slowly we could build the inside of this as if it's just one giant mansion. I don't know. It sounds intriguing. It sounds cool. It'd be as if you took a super big, complicated house and shoved it in a mountain. Except that's not what it would be. But that's what it would look like. I really like that idea. The other place, I want to put an elevator, and I don't have a pick. I've been struggling with iron. I should have some now somewhere. I don't want to use my diamonds yet. Yeah, I know I just pulverized some. And you are cooking what? You won't let me click on you? Oh, it's because I used my tool. That's right, you're cooking the grout. I'd like you to go ahead and cook up this iron first. Because iron is what I need right now. We'll get 3 pieces real quick. Okay, and then we'll have a pick. And this will go here. And then we are going to go straight up this point. So the easiest way to do that is going to be to place a marker. And then we're going to have to climb up there manually to place the other one. Now, if I've configured these correctly on the server, which I think I have, they're currently designed so they don't use any experience to travel, which by default I believe they do. And, oh boy, this is a cool little part of the mountain. And they should be able to travel through any number of blocks, if I did it correctly. And that ladder piece is lost to me forever. Now, I believe someone also mentioned that they wanted to build up here on the mountain. That is perfectly fine with me. Not that I don't think they thought they needed my permission, but in case they do think they do, they don't. I am just going to have a small bit of land up here for my bees. We're going to do some bee stuff. Now, where is this? I'm going to do this the easy way. Go map. We're going to jump into our waypoints. And we're going to see the one that I just made. 392.189. 392. Oh. Apparently I already had it marked. And if I configured this correctly, dang it. No. So passing through blocks is not something that these elevators like to do. And I'm not sure if it's certain blocks they can pass through and certain blocks they can't. Like, could I still fill this up with glass if I wanted. I don't know, but let's just dig straight down. Minecraft rule number 1, always dig straight down. It's very healthy. Ow. I'll place a torch here and see if the torch matters. The torch might matter. The distance might be too great. Oh man, come on. Well, I know it's lined up correctly. I want these blocks to work for an unlimited distance through any number of blocks, and that's what I thought I had the configuration set for. So we'll mess with that later. But this will be our quick way up and down if I can get it to work. The other major note of importance on the theme of bees is the bees are going to... What in the world was I just trying to say? Ah, yes. The bees are going to require forestry, and forestry is going to require a ton. Where'd I put it? A bronze. Just like a metric ton of bronze. So for one of the first machines that we're going to need, let's get the other things I will need. Where is my glass? Wanted to be great if I could be prepared. Yeah. So for one of the first machines we need, we're going to need a sturdy casing. And then in addition to that sturdy casing, we're going to need... can I remember what it was? Was it like this? Okay, yeah, no. Glass up here and here, and there and there. Carpenter. Because we're going to need that for our bee analyzer, and we're going to need a squeezer, and we're going to need a centrifuge, and we're going to need so many other number of things, and we're going to need another power setup. Now, this is forestry machines, and they use, I believe, it might have been changed. They may have been updated so they use RF directly, but if they don't, then what they use is MJ Minecraft Joules, which this can still power, but it's like at a 10-to-1 ratio, so it's 10% efficient. We could also get some solar panels and some other things, that sort of thing. We could get all that going to power our machines, but it's going to require so much more bronze, which requires tin and copper, and for some reason I am low on copper. The other important discussion point is, I realized today, as I was gathering materials and thinking about what other projects I want to work on, there's a way, this doubles our ore, there's a way we can triple our ore. It's going to require an induction smelter, I believe it's called, and it's going to require a slag. We will need slag. And while we're at the project board, we want to make an oreberry bush farm, tinker's construct, smeltery, and the thing I was talking about, gravel. There's a block we can get in the nether that we can turn into gravel. And why would you want a whole bunch of gravel? Well, only if you're making a smeltery. I meant to look at this. But honestly, we might have enough to start a smeltery, so I'm going to play around with that. I have the books somewhere. And maybe that's what we'll do. We'll get our smeltery up and running. We'll have to pick a room for it. I'm thinking of doing this next big room here to be our forestry machines. And we might carve some of this out, make it a little bit more of a circle. And then I wanted a tiny little stairway up here from here and to there to make this work. Not sure why it's not working. So I'll research that. And for wherever we put our smeltery, I'm not sure yet. I like the smelteries where you can see them from multiple different places. Like you can go into one area and see the bottom, and you can go to another area and see that it's still going up. We might make it super mega tall. We've gotta make that decision when it comes. What is your favorite way of automating a berry bush farm? Or your favorite layout if you don't automate it? And take a look at the mod list in the video description below. And using the mods we have, how would you suggest automating it? I'm thinking the only way we might really be able to do it, aside from making a boatload of autonomous activators, is golems. And that actually might be fun, but I don't want to get into Thaumcraft, so that means I'm going to have to wait till somebody else gets into golems. And then maybe I do some work for them, they build a golem for me. But that's going to be it for this time. I will see you all next video. This has been bRanN. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.